Cancers, let's do your mid-month December read. All the information that you need about me or my reads, how I read, anything. You can find all of that in my description box and in my pinned comment below. If you're cross-watching for a Cancer, then just switch over the roles. This is a general reading, okay, so it's not going to resonate for absolutely everybody in their situation. Okay, right, so, wow, Cancer, your cards are really jumpy today. It's very impressive. Right, so you've got Love Abounds, that's the Ace of Cups, water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You have Heal, this is the Star, Aquarian energy. You then have Teach, which is the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Any of the zodiacs as well, please do keep an open mind, okay, because it could be relevant to someone else that you're dealing with, or they could be placements in your own chart, okay. That's not supposed to be reverse. That looked like it was reversed because of the way that I spun it as I flicked it over. I am super careful about doing that and making sure that the cards, if they're supposed to be in reverse, trust me, they will come out in reverse. Okay, right, you have New Vitality, it's the Ace of Wands, Fire energy. Simply Love, the Six of Cups, Scorpion energy. Take the Lead, Three of Wands, Aries energy. Shine, the Sun, Leo energy. Love, the Lovers, Gemini energy. And Refusing to See, the Two of Swords, Libra. Give me a second. Yes, it is Libra. It's Moon in Libra. Little brain fart moment there. And then you have Confront, the Moon. Now, astrologically, that would be your card. But with this being a tarot deck, it's Pisces energy. But you can take it either or. I don't think it makes much of a difference. At the end of the day, Cancer, you know who it is that you're dealing with. Okay. Confront. You need to confront something. What is it that you need to confront? Shall we look? Balance, Temperance. Possibly you need to confront something that is going on between yourself and an Aquarius, a Sagittarius, a Taurus, or an Aries, or Gemini, or Leo. Those are the dominant signs that's coming out in this read. You need to confront something pertaining to that particular relationship. This is a relationship spread. I mean, look at all the water energy. That's relationship, right? Let's see, Healing Begins. Okay, so it's like there's a weird message here with this particular Temperance card. It's a really weird message. The message coming through is something about being two-faced. Someone's been really two-faced behind your back, and now you need to confront them about the things that they've said about you behind your back. You've been super patient with this individual up until now. You didn't feel like you were in the right sort of frame of mind to confront them until now. Now you're ready, though. Now you're ready. I'm getting this vibe of you're not taking any shit sitting down. Like, honestly, straight up. Okay, the card that's central to your read is Simply Love, the Six of Cups, right? So some kind of, it could be a very strong soul connection, but it can also be the card of nostalgia. So what we have to do is we need to take the cards in context of which they've come out, okay? It has come out right next to New Vitality and Take the Lead. So inspiration, that's that burst of energy that you have not felt in such a long time. And I'll tell you what else has been going on as well, Cancers. Chiron, the asteroid Chiron has been in retrograde for the past couple of months. And everyone has been feeling this really dark, heavy, dense energy, that this feeling of being out of control, that this feeling of not being able to follow their heart. Because when Chiron goes in retrograde, it's literally all about touching upon your core wounds, right? So over the past couple of months, a lot of really dark things, memories, ways of thinking has been peeled up from the depth of you, for you to work through and for you to heal, right? We're seeing a release of that exact energy here. And I do need to mention that because it's super, super important. This is where your Ace of Wands is coming from. This sudden burst of vitality, this sudden burst of energy. It's because Chiron's now going direct again. It's brought up what it needed to bring up for you. You felt it. Like, you felt that there was something really weird going on. And you were right, Cancer. You just might not have known what it was. It was that Chiron going in retrograde. It's going direct either very, very soon, or it has already gone direct. Please don't quote me on that, because obviously I'm not an astrologer. All right, I'm just aware of certain things going on. And I'm with you on this one, Cancers. I felt it as well a few months ago, and I did go and research it back then. And that's what it was. That's what it was. And with it now going direct, you're getting this sudden burst of forward movement, and you're finding yourself finally with the energy to back up everything that you've got going on in your head, all the plans that you want to put into action. You're finally getting that burst of energy. It's because it's gone direct again. And that's why teachers here as well. Something about that last Chiron retrograde really did teach you something really intense about you, and how you operate and why you feel the way that you feel. It's helped. It's really, really helped. Like it wasn't welcomed, but it was needed. It was really, really needed. So that's why this new vitality is here as well. It's that sudden release, that sudden burst. It's like, yeah, do you know what? I'm ready to take on the world now. And with this two-faced individual, it's like you're ready to face them, you know. Beforehand, you wouldn't have even contemplated sharing the same room as them. But now it's very likely that there's an event coming up, especially again where literally Christmas is right around the corner. All right, you're going to have to share the space with somebody that you do not like, and you're feeling ready to face them. Where a couple of weeks ago you weren't, like, you were dreading it. You know, but now you're like, do you know what? No, I can handle this. I've got this. I can do this. And it's really, really nice, because Cancer, we have been waiting for this for months and months and months. I was doing your readings and they were coming out the way they were coming out. I was like, oh no, what? But now, honestly, you've turned a huge corner. This has been a massive, massive learning curve for you, Cancers. And as I said, it wasn't welcomed, but my God, it was needed. It was needed, because now you're feeling the benefits of doing all that, going through all that. You're genuinely feeling the benefits of it. And you're feeling a lot stronger as well to help others who, I'm getting like the generations... like the younger generations, you feel that you can help the younger generations as well, because now you're feeling stronger, you're feeling ready. And it's like the things that you have learnt, you will be teaching your kids or your nieces and your nephews. Some of you could actually be teachers as well. Some of you, I'm seeing some of you are school counsellors. And you're helping the kids in that school to come through their own blockages. And again, like what you've just been through has given you all the tools that you need to do your job, and to do it really, really well, really efficiently and effectively. It's beautiful. It's really, really nice. Now, there's something here with this refusing to see, Cancer. There's some kind of nostalgia here that's going on. I don't know if it's coming from you or someone else that you're dealing with, but somebody is being really too nostalgic, right? And they need to be a little bit more realistic rather than focusing on what could have been. They need to redirect their attention to what could be. All right. Why is refusing to see here, please, for Cancers? Thank you. Okay, caring connections, women holding the heart, and all tied up. Yeah, someone's not giving you what you want out of a situation, okay? You're giving it your all, as you do. When you're in love, you fall hard. And it takes a lot for somebody to... how do I say this? Somebody has to do a lot of consistently shitty things for you to stop caring about them. And I'm seeing that there's a specific situation, I don't know if it's romantic or a family situation, where they're teetering on that edge of you becoming really impatient with them. It's like the more they talk, the less you give a shit. There's that. All tied up, refusing to see. It could be as well, Cancers, that you're dealing with somebody who, excuse the phrase if you're sensitive, some of you are dealing with an individual that they're so far up their own ass that they cannot see how much hurt they're causing others. You know, it's someone who's so far narcissistic that they can't even see their own narcissism because they're that far gone into it. It's confusing, really confusing, because it's like on one hand you definitely do still care very, very much about this individual and you're hoping that they'll change as well. I do get the very strong sense of hope with this particular sun energy. It's like you're hoping that they'll come out of it. You're hoping they'll come out of this slump or this selfishness or whatever it is that's going on with them. They don't see their own behavior as being hurtful to you. And it's like you're going to tell them. You're going to tell them as honestly and in as much of a caring way as you can muster. Okay, so it's like you're not going to be blunt or brutal or hurtful. You're going to have this conversation in a really sweet manner. It's really nice, it's very considerate. And some would argue, Cancers, that you're being way more considerate than anybody else would be. Like, really, you're being way more patient as well than anybody else would be. For the rest of you where that's not resonating, we're seeing a connection here that's taken shape in this read, and you don't see how much love someone else has towards you. Because potentially you could be all tied up in work, you could be all tied up coming out of this dark slump that you recently went through, you could be sort of dealing with the loose ends of that particular situation, busy enough certainly not to see that somebody has fallen in love with you. You might not be seeing it, like... Someone wants a relationship with you here, Cancers. And then for a tiny, tiny handful of you, I'm seeing a bit of a twist to this as well. I'm seeing for some of you, you could already be in a relationship where you feel that you're not getting what you need out of that situation. And you could be holding out and hoping that they'll change and that they'll start to treat you with respect. In the meanwhile, you definitely do have a secret admirer here, Cancers. You do. So some of you are dealing with two different individuals. Definitely. Someone who does not appreciate you, and another on the outside looking in who has fallen crazy in love with you. Okay, second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Okay, second chakra, that's the sacral chakra. That's like, isn't that sexual feelings? And that's also a song. Or sexual healing. It could be sexual healing. It's a Marvin Gaye song, isn't it? I can't remember. If you can remember, can you let me know down in the comments? It's sexuality and emotions, pleasure, intimacy. That can be blocked by feelings of guilt, Cancers. Feelings of guilt. So who's feeling guilty? Have you fallen out of love with somebody and someone else has fallen in love with you? You could be feeling guilty, especially if you're already in a situation elsewhere that kind of wasn't working anyway. You could be feeling guilty for catching feelings for someone else, and that someone else equally catching feelings for you. It's mutual. It's definitely mutual. What else, please, for Cancers? It just landed in my lap. Shine from within. Looks are only skin deep. Yeah. True beauty shines from within, and this is time for you to shine. This is the time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty, learning self-love and self-acceptance. So if in the past you caught yourself comparing your life to others, yourself to others, like how you look or anything like that, you're coming out of that. You're no longer sitting there looking at others and going, they've got this, that and the next, and what do I have? Do you know what I mean? It's that comparing yourself to others. I mean, yeah. There's always going to be folks out there who are more handsome or more beautiful or more like that they've got more money than you, or or they had a better childhood than you. Anything. There's always going to be someone out there who is seemingly blessed in all the ways, and you're like, oh man, that's not fair. You're not doing that anymore. You've definitely come into this self-acceptance, and it's like, yeah, shit's happened, but I'm actually a better person for it, in spite of it. There's another message here. It is making me smile, because it's someone going, you literally, like, nobody compares to you as well. It's beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. Someone is thinking really, really sweetly of you, Cancer. And in a lot of ways, that's really going to help you as well, because sometimes What helps us to heal is to be loved. You know, sometimes that's all any of us need, is just somebody to love us and accept us for who we are. And that's really, really healing within itself. Oh, that's really sweet. It's under the moderation. Let's take everything in moderation here, Cancers, okay? Everything in moderation. Don't overwork, don't overindulge, don't overspend. Everything in moderation. Again, temperance. Right, what else, please, for Cancers? Okay, then. I'm not going to argue. The messages want to come out. Balance. Moderation, temperance, balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Yep. The days of you doing all the giving and receiving very little, if anything else, in return, are well and truly over. Sexual union. Honour the place in one another where you're one eternal soul, for there you'll find true bliss. Getting comfortable with your sexuality, Cancers, whatever that might be. Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember that love is the greatest healer. Didn't I say that? That sometimes all it takes for us to help nudge us along on our healing journey is to feel someone else's love. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentments. Let go of resentments. It was not your fault that someone else was unable to see your worth and your value. Doesn't mean to say that you didn't have worth and value. It simply means that they were too blind to see it. AKA, it's their fucking loss. And wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. Okay, so you don't have to rush into anything. All right, take your time. Okay, right, so we're going to pull some letters, and again, this isn't going to resonate for absolutely everybody, okay? It's just a little bit of extra clarification for those of you who kind of have a sneaky suspicion about whose reading this is or who it pertains to, okay? But again, don't worry if any of the initials that you don't recognize come out. It doesn't mean that the entire read is like a throwaway. It just means that particular part of the read wasn't part of your message. But you'll know if this is your read or not. Have a couple more, please, for Cancers. I always have said that the universe, if you were to personify the universe, you would find very quickly that it's got a very twisted sense of humour. That's a couple more. Okay, right. So you have a X. Wow, it literally could be an X that you still need to tie certain loose ends off with. Z, funny, wealthy, intellectual, scars. Yeah, so basically, in spite of everything that you've been through, Cancers, you've still maintained your awesome sense of humour as well. Wealthy and intellectual, so you're going to be putting your intellect through its paces and you're going to make it work for you, basically. Okay, any of you who have got like diplomas or degrees or anything like that, anything about qualifications, if you haven't got them, I see you going out and getting them. And for those who have not yet had an opportunity to exercise their right to show off these degrees, diplomas, whatevers, you will be doing so, and you'll be earning a lot of money through that. Okay, so something that you're qualified to actually do, you're going to have the opportunity to do that particular career. Fashionable, piercings, there's like someone is their own trend setter. All right. So it's like you don't follow fashion, you set your own fashion standards. S, C, eyes, ears. So you're very observant. Short. Don't pay too much attention to the physical features that come out, okay? It may or may not mean something to someone. It's just, you know, like, take it with a pinch of salt. Supportive and affectionate. Yeah, they're basically, that's your characteristics, supportive and affectionate. And that's the thing that's going to remain true about you always, in spite of everything else that's happened to you in the past. Like, you will never stop being supportive and affectionate. And that takes strength. It takes a lot of strength to not allow the world and the cruelness and the vindictiveness that's out in the world. It takes a lot of strength to not let it change you. A lot. So you definitely do need to give yourself more credit. Right. So I'm going to leave that read there for you. If you would like to book a private reading with me, then the link to do so can be found in my pinned comments below and in my description box below. You will never find me on Instagram. I am no longer on Facebook. You will not find me anywhere else other than on YouTube. It's literally the only social media that I own these days. Okay, the only place that you can book your reading is in the link that I have provided in the information below. All right, that's all I'm going to say about that one. Please have a fantastic weekend, whenever you're watching this. Just have an awesome week, okay? And I hope you have a brilliant Christmas as well. Right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.